Evo is all clean as of last night. Looks pretty good. Somehow, I've been so busy the last few weeks that I managed to actually wash the FJ a couple times. Wash the wife's Focus ST at least 3 or 4 times. Somehow, though, I kept forgetting to wash my own car. So, it was definitely due. Riley, you trying to sneak out? It's due for a really good decontamination, but that's not going to happen today. This morning we're going to wash the wife's car, and then we're going to get into today's video, which frankly, I don't know what it is yet, but I'll know it before I continue, and it'll be whatever I said the title was. So yeah. All right, FJ's up the driveway. Now we just got to move the Evo. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Move. Move. Enzo, move. Get out of the way. Move. Move. Out of the way. Move. Lotus, afraid of everything, not afraid of a car. Brake. All right, it's all clean. You guys are pretty wiped out just from being out here. Are you trying to get in all my shots? All right, ready to go in, cool off? Yeah. All right. Hey guys, welcome to the YouTube channel where we're doing daily videos, typically on my Evo, the FJ, or the Focus ST, as well as my 2 Shepherds, Enzo and Lotus. Yeah, got the tongue out. They also have their own channel, which is the same as their Instagram, which is also on the screen right here, right now, if you want some dedicated content on them every Friday. One of the comments that I've seen repeated is why I drive with my car in gravel. Now, if you're unfamiliar with this statement, let me show you. I'm just trying to show the ACD buttons, guys. Seriously. Yeah, actually, Enzo's pretty close. It's right by his nose. No, not the steering wheel. Excuse me. Excuse you. Beep. All right, so turn it on here. You'll see. Really. You'll see the lights here. Tarmac, gravel, and snow. Controlled by this button right here, which will cycle them through. But oftentimes when I show the dashboard, you see people see it in gravel, and they ask why, because obviously I'm not driving on a gravel road, because 1, I'm not in a rally race, and 2, it's not 1903, which is just a really long time ago, and many roads weren't paved. Somebody just lit off a fireworks, so that's pretty much it for the pups. No, the fireworks are fearful. You'll be okay. Break. Good boys. All right, I had to get the Evo in real quick. Bear with me for just a second while I get reset up. Okay, we're inside now. Sorry, I know the lighting's not gonna be ideal, but the pups are still getting over their fireworks fear. So I figured I'd cut them some slack tonight and we'll just go inside. Just in case I haven't mentioned it, my Instagram link is on the screen and below. If you have any questions specifically you want to ask me regarding an Evo that you're looking at purchasing or something and that you don't want to leave in the comments, you can DM me directly on Instagram. All right, first, let me preface this with saying that I am not an engineer. So I'm going to give you a very, very, very simple, dumbed down explanation just so we can kind of have this short conversation. Evos have multiple differentials and it can vary from year to year. But essentially, it boils down to when you see the LSD referred to, they're talking about the front differential, which is going to split power between the left and right front wheels. You have the AYC, which is the active yaw control. That's going to split the power between the left and right rear wheels. And then you have the ACD, which is what we're talking about today. That is the active center differential, and that is splitting the power between the front and rear wheels. We are trying to shoot a video. I don't need your nonsense. Rally. It is an active center differential because it has an ECU tuning it. I believe the ECU is like below the glove box in case anybody's curious. The ECU controls it using a variety of sensors and inputs that I'm not going to get into. I don't even know all of them, but if that's something you're curious about, they're easy to find and look up. So now that we have this extreme basic explanation of what the ACD is and what it's doing, let me explain why you see me driving gravel mode so much. I'm going to read you a partial quote from the owner's manual of an Evo. Lancer Evolution offers three operating modes. Tarmac for dry paved surfaces, gravel for wet or unmade surfaces, and snow for snow-covered surfaces. When the driver selects the mode best suited to the current road conditions, and it continues on from there, doesn't matter. So you'll notice that gravel said wet or unmade surfaces. Hence the reason why I'm always driving in gravel, because it rains a lot here, unfortunately. Now again, I'm not an engineer, but when you're clicking this button, you're essentially telling the ACD to simply delay locking the, I believe, clutches in the differential. Basically, the ACD will lock once it detects wheel spin in the front wheels, and depending on which mode you're in, will determine how long before it locks. In the case of gravel, it seems to be around a couple seconds, maybe 2 to 3 seconds, maybe 1 to 2 seconds. Not very long. Did you eat all your food? Oh, that's a good boy. This is how I get pup hair in my Evo, even though you're not in the Evo. Actually, I get it in the Evo because it gets on your clothes and it gets tracked everywhere. Okay, so now you know why I drive in gravel so much. And it's simply due to the large amounts of rain that we get here in Cincinnati, which, fun fact, is more than the city of Seattle, which quite honestly doesn't really get that much rain. It's not even in like the top 10. All right, so to recap, the ACD is transferring power between the front and rear wheels. CD button that you're so accustomed to seeing. That is actually just dependent on, I'm not going to go into that, but wheel spin and math and stuff I'm not going to even pretend to understand.
And then you want to do multiples of 10. So the highest you can get with a multiple of 10.
All the button is doing essentially is telling the ECU information that it doesn't know, and that is the weather. You're simply saying it is either dry, it is not dry, or it is snow covered. And by doing so, you're telling that if it's in tarmac and it's dry, it can lock immediately. If it's wet or loose road, it'll delay a second or two. And if it's snow covered, it'll delay even further. I think it's like 3 to 4, maybe even 5 seconds. So there you have it, Enzo. All the ACD questions you never wanted to know. I got sleepy. Yeah, it's bedtime. As I mentioned prior, I will be at the Busher Shootout next month, so if you guys are going to be up there, let me know. I will be up there Sunday for sure. That is the plan. Instagram links for myself below and on the screen. Seriously. Enzo, who is snoring next to me, and Lotus, who I assume is somewhere. They have their own Instagram as well if you want to follow them. They also have their own YouTube channel if you want to subscribe to them as well. Other than that, if you guys like the video, please like it. Yeah. Press the like button. That makes more sense. Subscribe for daily videos focusing mostly around the Evo, focusing slightly around the Focus, the FJ, and the pups. Rally, you better not. You get her, Enzo. Get her. Other than that, appreciate you guys as always, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Oh, here comes the little one. Here he comes. Oh, did you get her? Did you get her, Lotus? Did you get that cat? Oh, you gonna slide under? I remember when you actually walked under the Evo. You actually crawled all the way under it to the other side. That's how tiny you were, Lotus. Oh, we got her. Not really. Not gonna do anything. If anything, she'd mess him up. See you guys tomorrow. Yo. I'm not even gonna play this game again. Get over here. You guys walking around. By the time I get done moving the cars, the sun will be up. Yeah, you better not move either, Riley. She got locked out. She's upset. Lotus! Sit. Don't sit on Enzo. That right there is the hardest thing to do for most people, and that is to make him go back to where he was, stop what I'm doing. I could have very easily just moved the car a few more feet and been done, but that doesn't teach him anything. Ah! Break. Good boy, Enzo. Good boy. Oh, thank you. Go give me the paw. Oh, thank you. All right, we'll put this camera down, get to work, or else it's gonna take all day. Oh yeah, get the drinks.